I think it's about damn time we stopped calling them undocumented migrants. When you came into our country and you didn't do it the legal way, you are an illegal alien. Period. Anyways, I got the news story on Judge, my waffle's done. Judge Joel Cano from New Mexico, ABC News or NBC News, I don't know which one. I grabbed up one of them. Undocumented immigrant, keyword, illegal alien. They're going on, and the whole media, right, like CNN and MSNBC are like, Donald Trump is arresting judges. Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi, same thing on X. They're like, Trump is just arresting these judges because they're judges. No, motherfuckers. They're harboring and conspiring to help illegal immigrants, dangerous ones, gang members, Nicaragua members, MS-13. I know, that's the Democrats' favorite people right now because you're praying and doing anything and everything possible to make sure they stay here so those U.S. Census Bureau numbers stay up so you Democrats don't be losing no seats in the House of Representatives. We get you. We're on to you. We smell what you're stepping in. Anyways, here's the story. Oh, no, never mind. That's just a retard. Pay no attention to the retard. Former New Mexico judge accused of tampering with evidence in Nicaragua case. Federal officials arrested Joel Cano of destroying the cell phone of a Venezuelan man who was in the country illegally and allegedly staying on the property of the recently resigned judge owns. This article says a former New Mexico judge was arrested by federal Homeland Security investigation agents Thursday and accused of tampering with evidence in a case against a man suspected to be a member of Nicaragua, according to a criminal complaint filed on Friday. The complaint alleges Joel Cano, a former Dona Ana County Division 6 magistrate, destroyed evidence in a federal investigation into the Venezuelan man accused of being in the United States illegally and residing in a back house on property owned by the judge and his wife in La Cruces. Now, keep in mind, this judge literally resigned before all of this hit. His arrest came a day before the FBI arrested Milwaukee County Circuit Judge Hannah Dugan, alleging she obstructed federal authorities seeking to detain an illegal alien by escorting him through a jury door. A non-public jury door at her courthouse. Nom, nom, nom. This waffle's so fucking good. A statement issued on the judge's behalf said that she will defend herself vigorously and looks forward to being exonerated, the statement said. On Friday, U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi linked the two cases under the Trump administration's mission of zero tolerance for those who come into the United States illegally and any judges believed to be helping them. We're sending a very strong message today, Bondi said on her favorite Fox News. If you're harboring a fugitive, we don't care who you are. If you are helping hide one, if you are giving a Nicaragua member guns, anyone who is illegally in this country, we will come after you and we will prosecute you. We will find you. The recently resigned New Mexico judge gave notice. Earlier this spring, days after federal agents conducted a search on his property, his last day on the bench was March 21st. Of course it was. An application to search the back of the house in late February alleges that in addition to the suspected gang member, two other Venezuelans in the country illegally lived there, that the Cano's adult daughter lives on the property. Federal officials have accused the judge of destroying a cell phone said to belong to the suspected gang member, Christian Adrian Ortega Lopez. My God, why you always got all those names? Why can't it just be Christian Lopez? You gotta have like 4 fucking names? My God. Anyway, in a criminal complaint, the officials said that the judge destroyed a phone with a hammer. The device was being sought because it may have contained photographs showing Ortega Lopez possessing weapons, some of which allegedly belonged to Cano and his wife and the daughter. A separate federal complaint against Ortega Lopez, which accuses him of illegally possessing a firearm, states that an anonymous tipster, you got snitched on, accused him of being a member of Nicaragua and that his tattoos support the allegations. The anonymous tip inspired the investigation, according to the complaint. Secretary of State Marco Rubio designated Nicaragua as a foreign terrorist organization in February. The judge's wife, Nancy Cano, was charged Friday with conspiracy to tamper with evidence. The criminal complaint alleges that she told Ortega Lopez to delete his Facebook account where he had posted photos with weapons allegedly owned by the judge. Real nice. His wife or their daughter. It's not clear if the Canos have an attorney for the matter. 2 phone numbers associated with their address, including one for a firm called Cano Insurance, were out of order. It wasn't clear if Ortega Lopez has a lawyer, on taxpayer dime, I'm sure. The Federal Public Defender's Office in New Mexico did not immediately respond to a request for comment. In March, a judge ordered Ortega Lopez to be released on bail into a third-party custody of Nancy Cano. What the? The federal government later successfully argued that he be kept locked up after prosecutors said his cell phone had images of a... What the fuck? A decapitated body? What? I didn't see this, man. Oh, my God. Yeah, no. Get him out of here. And Ortega Lopez, so I'm fucked up from that. Associating with known Nicaragua gang members, according to a spokesperson for the U.S. Attorney's Office in New Mexico, a hearing is scheduled for Tuesday. That motherfucker has some cartel videos on his phone, and they want those types of people. You let those types of people around your daughter? Yeah, no, I don't want those types of people walking amongst you and I. I don't care. I don't care. Decapitated. What the fuck? Yeah, no. I absolutely voted for mass deportations. I absolutely voted to put these judges, these corrupt judges, behind bars where they belong. I just can't wait until the governor of New Jersey himself gets slapped with some handcuffs, because don't you remember he dared Tom Homan and ICE to come to his home because he's got an undocumented illegal alien living above his garage. And he dared Tom Homan or Pam Bondi to come on and show up. He dared you. He dared you. I hope we see it. And I hope that we see people like AOC that hosted webinars to tell people who are here illegally how to detect ICE. I hope every sheriff out there who bent the knee and is like, well, I'm not gonna help ICE if they come to my... Listen, you swore an oath to America, to the citizens, to protect and serve American citizens, not illegal aliens. Your asses belong in jail too. Hate to break it to you, peaches. I hope that the Trump administration makes a wing at Gitmo for all of these governors, mayors, sheriffs, all of these rogue judges, district attorneys. And you think that you are going to serve and protect the people who are here illegally? Well, maybe, just maybe, you need to be moved somewhere else. Maybe next to the people you've pledged your allegiance to. How many of you out there want to bet that Judge Cano's daughter was banging a bunch of illegals? And I got a message for Judge Hannah Dugan. Really? You're an activist in a robe. You also swore an oath to uphold the law. That man that you slid through the non-public jury door, that man was on trial for viciously beating his wife and another person who probably stepped in to help his wife. And you chose that scumbag over not only your job, but the people in your community that you swore an oath to protect. Now, exonerated? Nah, you ain't getting exonerated, sweetheart. I hope you get your own personal suite at Guantanamo Bay, where you belong. Milwaukee. I wish Jeffrey Dahmer would have got your ass, but he liked gay men. I mean, you kind of look like a man. I see your mugshot. Ooh.